Alright, so I'm back here in my Weebly site. I've logged in. I'm going to be editing. So here it is, edit. And what we're going to look at today is just some of the things that you can do with images in your website. You weren't going to have a very visual website, something that you want to be attractive, not like what I have going on right now, but things that you want to be attractive to your audience. So I'm going to click on Pages, and I'm going to add a new page. So if you haven't done this, you're going to do Add, Standard Page, Blog Page, probably Standard Page in most cases. All right, pick your page, give it a name, and choose the style that you want to go with. Most likely it's going to be short header, but it could be any of those. It's up to you. And then you do save and edit, and it'll add the page. Now I'm going to delete this one because I already have this one created for my designs, and I'm going to go back over here then to build, but then I'm going to click on that specific page. So I can build on any of those pages, but right now I'm choosing this one. Okay, so this is where I'm putting all my stuff. Okay, you know from before and from playing with it that you can add text by just clicking and dragging that little text box, theoretically. Okay, there we go. Okay, so maybe it did add. So we click here and we can edit. So this is where you'd be writing all about your design philosophy, how you've grown as a designer, the things that you've come to understand during your time in this course, through the projects and studies that you've done, whatever it might be. So this is a place to really write and expand and communicate about yourself. Now, we want to think about this mostly as a visual page, or at least largely as a visual page, but the writing is really, really important. But let's focus, people like images, so we actually want the images to go in kind of a priority position. So there are two things that are worth looking at. The first is gallery. You've already looked perhaps at images. We could just drop a bunch of images in here. But if we do gallery, and I'm going to drop the gallery just above that text box, right? Now I can upload gallery photos from my computer, right? And I'm going to go here to my photos. You might have them wherever you have them stored. So I'm going to photos from iPhoto, and I'm going to pick ones. There's one, and there's one. These are just from the battleship. And oh, here we go. If I push Shift, or actually Command, or maybe it's Control on a PC, I can select several, and so I'm going to find the images that I want to share with my audience. Okay, all right. So I'm putting some photos of my son and myself. And here, let's put a Halloween photo in. You wouldn't be so cavalier about what you're putting in there. So what it's going to do is upload them all, but it's going to put them in a gallery. So instead of just a bunch of individual pictures dropped in, it's going to kind of group them into a gallery and lay them out on your page. And what this does is, as it adds them in, allows your audience to see your design work kind of side by side, a bunch of pictures, but then they can also click on those pictures to see them in a larger view. Okay, so that's all coming up. So the next thing that I want to show you as an option is a slideshow. Okay, and so we'll do that, and that to me is even cooler. Oh, while this is all coming up, let me point this out. So you can take this stuff off, but you can have links on your website to your Twitter account, your Facebook page, your whatever that is, I don't even remember, and your email, which is great if you are running a business in particular, or if you're just trying to kind of promote yourself in some way. So this is a way to kind of help people get in touch with you, which is great, or to follow you and see what you're saying out in the world. All right, so that's that stuff. Okay, but let me also show you, as I said, the slideshow option. So I'm going to drop slideshow in there. And there are a few different options for the appearance. I actually really like this one, the first one that they offer. So I'm going to do continue, upload photos. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm just going to choose some of the same ones, or at least from the same collection here. And let's see, because shooting guns is fun. And there's another one. And let's get Halloween in there too. There we go. All right, so now it's writing these things in here. And it's uploading, and here they come. And as these come up, let me show this to you real quick. You can delete them. You can drag to reorder. Okay, you can put them in a different order. You can hyperlink. So if you want to click on a link and have a certain picture link out to the USS North Carolina battleship website or something like that, you wouldn't do that for your site. But anyway, you can hyperlink, and you can also caption. And so this is going to be really important, in my opinion, for your page. If you put in the slideshow, you can put in these captions, and then this becomes a place for you to talk about your design work. So here's one where I've actually done some designs. So this. This pumpkin represents da 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 da, and you can describe kind of what is this thing showing. So thinking about the design work that you did, the terminology that you've learned, that kind of thing. What are these different images showing your audience about the design work that you've done? So what is each one depicting? It's a caption, so no big deal. So you would write captions for each of them in here, save it, and then check this out. So we've got the whole thing. And we can scroll right on through it. And notice the caption pops up down there, so people can actually read your caption. Isn't that an awesome pumpkin? Yeah. All right. So there's the stuff that you need to know, but let me really encourage you to use that slideshow or some variation of the slideshow. Write extensively about your reflections on the year and what you've learned. Oh, and then notice here when you're clicked on your slideshow, you can add and edit photos. You can change the transition style. Okay, so this will do mosaic, and you can change the speed if you want it to happen faster or whatever. Spacing, caption, etc., etc. Okay, so it just looks a little bit different. Anyway, lots of cool things to do there. Good luck, and make it awesome.